So how do you know when a woman is attracted to you sexually? I mean, really, how do you tell? Have you been down this road several times and for that matter sort of can guess, or are you just taking wild guesses and getting it completely wrong? Many a times, according to statistics, men tend to read women wrong, as in if a woman is just being friendly, they tend to think that it's an invitation for them to get physical with them. Physically intimate. And nothing can be embarrassing as a man approaching you or trying to make a move and flat out being rejected. Let's jump right in. Now, I do know that relationships today are complicated. There's a lot of it that happens in person, and there's also a lot of it that happens via texting on the phone behind screens, so to speak. And so I'm going to try to mix this up a little bit so that you will know whether a woman is sexually attracted to you, even when you're not sitting like right in front of her. And if you do happen to be in close proximity with her, I'll share a couple of signs together. So please follow and kind of, you can skip through the video if, you're looking for specific ones that, address specific issues. Number one, unless of course you have an accent problem. Maybe you're from a different part of the world and you speak differently, and so people have to really pay attention to what you're saying by reading your lips. Usually when a woman is sexually attracted to you, and barring that language or accents are a barrier, she's going to be focusing on your lips a lot. If you're one of those people who has really nice lips and you get that compliment a lot, most likely people will tend to look at them as you speak. But largely, when a woman is really attracted to you, like really, really, really attracted, it's crazy because even when you're saying something that requires her to look away, she's still focusing on your lips. Just watching how your tongue plays games with your teeth and how you lick your lips and how, everything just comes together. It's just so inviting, and it's almost as if she's completely obsessed. Looks up to your eyes for a second and then back down at your lips because you're just doing things to her just by speaking. When a woman zeroes in and seems to be paying a little more attention to your lips as opposed to looking you in the eye when you speak, that, for me, and from where I sit and talking to a couple of my girlfriends, is a good sign that she may want you sexually. Now, with this tip in particular, please be cautious because you do not want a sexual harassment suit thrown your way. So be absolutely sure that this is what the woman is trying to communicate. When in doubt, ask. I am by no means saying that every time a woman looks at your lips, she's asking for it. No, let's get that straight. I am, however, saying that once you guys have, passed a certain barrier, a certain threshold, you become familiar strangers, or maybe she's even a colleague or just a friend, and you guys have hung out a couple of times and you keep getting this vibe from her where she just does not look you in the eye and is constantly looking at your lips, it might be a sign that she finds them inviting, might even want to taste them, and you should probably take that as a cue, okay? Number two, she wants to sit next to you. And once again, this is not to be used in ordinary spaces where you're, say, on a bus and some woman comes to sit next to you, or you're at a function and she comes to sit next to you because there's no other chair. Think, guys, think. What I'm saying is a little deeper than that. I'm saying that if you have this person who's been in your life, a female who has been friendly with you, and you tend to realize that every single chance you get, she creates an opportunity to sit next to you, have her shoulders rub yours, her hips rub your thighs, etc., etc. And in such a fashion, most likely she's trying to give you a cue. Because one thing I know is when women don't like you, they will not create opportunities for you to be so close to them. Close proximity will never happen because she's trying to avoid any kind of sexual tension or any kind of interaction that will make her feel uncomfortable. Now, I'm saying when you realize that she's been doing that, in order to not come across as creepy, you might want to test the waters, right? So instead of just straight away pouncing on her, you could touch the small of her back if the opportunity arises, or touch her thigh and just see what the response is. If she is open and her body language is positive, then you know that you didn't read wrong. Number three, she can't subconsciously stop touching you. When a woman likes you a lot, they tend to do that. They're very touchy. You'll give you a playful push. They'll, probably run their hands through your beard when you're speaking. They would play with your tie if they were standing right in front of you. They're very, very touchy. Now, sometimes it's even subconscious. They're not even aware that they're giving off such a vibe, but it is a thing because you see, once again, If she doesn't like you, she's not going to give you that opportunity. And once personal barriers are broken, it's a great sign. It's two things. Maybe she's a really good friend and she's comfortable with you and she trusts you enough. There's that. Or maybe she actually wants, a little more. She's sexually attracted to you and therefore she doesn't mind if you touch her bum lightly, if you, push the barriers a little, to see what her response will be like. But usually when women are very touchy with you, it's a good sign. It's a good sign because it could mean that she's open to getting to know you a little more. She wants you, which is also another option. Or, she's just really, really comfortable around you and does not perceive you as a threat, which is still a good thing, all right? Because all you want to do is to make sure that you remove all those things that could be barriers and prevent you from getting what you want from a woman. Now, in all this, I'd also say, don't feel the urge to immediately reciprocate her touchiness because it might snap her out of that whole subconscious thing she's doing and might alarm her if that's not even where her mind is at or what she's thinking about. I think if you guard your feelings and guard your thoughts and hold yourself back, you're going to actually be able to create more sexual tension between you two. And then the next time that happens, you know for sure that this time it's deliberate and you're not just second guessing yourself. Number 4, she smiles a lot. Now, smiling is obviously a sign that someone is pleased, okay? Now, if you're not cracking a joke, and she just seems like she's pleasantly excited about the fact that you're just in her space and with her and spending time, it could be a sign, hey, I'm not saying jump on the next girl the minute she smiles at you. That will be stupid, all right? I am saying that if a woman always seems happy and smiles a lot around you, it's a good sign that she actually is enjoying the experience that you're giving her, whatever the experience may be. It might be, just your time. It could be an experience as in you taking her out, or there could be some activity going on. It's a sign that she's enjoying it. And if this person is constantly smiling at you, sometimes there's no conversation going on. She's just quiet, looking at you and smiling back, almost as if in a daze. It is a good sign that if you push the envelope a little bit, chances are you'll get something more out of what currently is going on. Number 5, she sends you a sexy video or a picture. Now, this is for me the most obvious sign that she wants to do something with you. Because you see, the whole idea of even sending raunchy, sexy, maybe semi-nude pictures to guys can be daunting, can be scary. And unless a woman really wants you in that manner, she won't be sending you anything. And the minute she is comfortable enough to send you like a picture that exposes a body part a little bit, or a picture that seems to be teasing you and make your mind wander, my guy, like, gone over to her house. There's something going on, or better yet, call her over to yours. When women break that protocol and send you a raunchy or sexy image, video, don't let me talk too much. You already know the deal. I think you know the deal. That's why you're watching this video. And you're probably here for the not so obvious signs. So I'll move on to the next one. Number 6, over the phone, she might still come up with reasons to text you, like every little thing she wants to text in, she'll laugh at your status if you post something, on IG, just any opportunity to enter your DM. If you find her doing that a lot, it might be an open invitation for you to once again push the envelope, you see, because if she's not interested, she won't do it. And it's not rocket science, guys. Reason I don't even feel the need to elaborate the point so much. If she uses any of these messaging apps like WhatsApp, Telegram, Signal, and she's constantly changing her display picture and, just looking for attention from you all the time, that's a really, really good sign that she may want a little more than you're currently offering, or she misses you intimately if you guys have already done stuff or are planning on doing stuff, or like you guys are heavily flirting, right? And speaking of heavily flirting, that's my final tip. I mean, listen, there is subtle flirting where you have to sit down and sort of guess what she's thinking about, right? And there is the in your face, I want you, come home with me kind of flirting, right? Where she's just all up in your business. Like you guys are dancing in the club and she's just like rubbing her whole body against you, she's turning around and twerking. Ooh, I can't even twerk. Like she's like twerking, man, twerking her socks off. She's asking for it. Well, once again, I would always say, always as a first port of call, is always test the waters to be sure that you read the right sign, because you don't want to be embarrassed if you're rejected at the end.